So it's been a long time, and since the Tekken 7 trailer, I've been meaning to talk about this, but I hadn't got around to it. But now, finally got the time to, and the motivation as well. So we need to talk about Tekken 7, but first of all, I want to mention how shit and terrible that trailer was. That trailer was unforgivable. And of course, the number one gripe with it was the awful voice acting. Secondly, it didn't really show anything about Tekken 7. All it did was hype up the fact there was going to be a story between the missioners, as if there never is. So let's get into what I want from Tekken 7. Okay, number one is of course amazing graphics. Number two is native languages. Now in Tekken Tag Tournament 2, this game here is a 10 out of 10 by the way. In Tekken Tag Tournament 2, each character speaks in their native tongue. So even if Hwarang, who's from South Korea, is talking to Leo, who's from Germany, they will understand each other. As funny as it is, I like it that way. And that's what they should have did for the flipping trailer. Okay, next up, story mode. And the story mode, which we've never really seen in a Tekken game, I want it to be in the style of Mortal Kombat. Now this game here, this story, I love it. I love it. And it also forces you to use characters. That's the style of story I want in Tekken 7. Same thing for Dead or Alive, and even Injustice. They can do it, so can Tekken. Next up on the list is Tag Mode. Again, this game. Now, all the games I just showed you, well, apart from Injustice, these two games both have tag modes. This one does. Yes, it definitely does. And this one does as well. Why should we have to wait for Namco to come out with a Tag Tournament 3 until we're able to play tag in a Tekken game? Just scrap the whole Tag Tournament thing. Tekken 7 and every other Tekken from there on in should have a tag mode. Of course, you'll be able to play a solo versus solo, solo versus duo, and of course, duo versus duo. It's all up to the player and the choice. And of course, they should be able to have rules to indicate, okay, you can only do solo versus solo, like the traditional Tekken layout is. Next up is character trophies and models. Now, if you look at Batman Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, etc., etc., I love the fact that you can collect and view character models. That's what Tekken 7 needs. Okay, next up is choosable replay style. Now, replay styles in the history of Tekken have been different for every single game. Well, most of the games anyway. You'd have, of course, the slow motion replay, or the action free hit replay. You should be able to choose which replay you want, or have it on a random shuffle. Now, one replay I do like, well, not a replay, but in Arkham City and the Arkham games, what they would do is when Batman has a last hit in terms of an encounter, it will go slow motion and the camera will go or pan into the action. I want that to be in Tekken 7. That would be quite cool. And of course, again, the player is up to the player's decision to do that or not. Next on the list is finishing moves. Now, it doesn't have to be along the lines of Mortal Kombat. It doesn't. I'm not asking for fatalities. What I'm asking for is every character to have maybe one or two high input moves that create one disgusting cool ass KO. I'm not asking for the characters in Tekken to sway about like they're doing Mortal Kombat for a fatality. No, just an input move due to their health and it's a dirty KO. I would love to see that. Every character having a finishing move, that would be stunning. Okay, on the list again, character relationships and friendships / rivalries. Now, again in Tekken Tag Tournament 2, that was shown very well. Every time you did a tag move, depending on the character's relationship, you'd also see an ending. Or not an ending, but a winning pose. And that's what I want to see in Tekken 7. I want them to elaborate on it. To elaborate on the relationships between the characters in the game. And there are plenty of characters, so why not? I mean, seeing Bayek make Hwarang bow down to him, it's just an awesome thing to see. And I just want them to elaborate on the relationships and rivalries, of course. So for example, Jin and Kazuya should not be the best of friends. I want to see them just not want to be near each other in the game. Okay, next up is I'd like to see more humanly character designs. I mean, if you look at Craig Marduk in Tekken, come on man, come on man, nah. So on top of that, I'd also like to see completely new character designs. Forget what these characters looks like, just reimagine them. Reimagine them, give them the same moveset, but reimagine their appearance. Of course, not ask you to get. Then we have sensible customization. And by customization, I mean sensible customization. In Tekken Tag Tournament 2, there are some silly items in the game, and you can just mix Tekken, which is rated 16 by the way, seem a bit silly. So remove the silly items please, such as butterfly wings and stuff like that. Okay, this one has to happen. A photo mode. A photo mode would be bloody amazing. In Dead or Alive 5 there is a photo mode, and during action, I can't remember when, but you're able to just appreciate each character model during actual action. So say they're fighting, you get to zoom in close and just look at what they're doing and look at their eyes, honestly it's amazing, honestly. And of course with that there should also be a movie maker, a movie creator, or a machinima mode. Imagine making your own movies with Tekken's new engine, Unreal Engine 3. Just with the stunning graphics, say you're using Paul Phoenix doing a crazy combo, and you're able to make a movie out of that, put your own music to it, upload it to YouTube, get some views. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. And of course, embarrass your opponents, online or offline. Just being able to edit a video of what you did to someone and upload it, that is truly taking the piss, and that would be a very welcome addition to the Tekken franchise. Next up, I'd like to see physical taunts. Now there are taunts in Tekken, such as Steve Fox banging his knuckles together, and of course Jinpachi laughing and stuff like that. But how about physical taunts where you, the character, actually grabs your opponent and touches them or whatever? It doesn't take health, it doesn't do damage, it just intimidates them. It just takes the piss. It just shows that they are not on your level. So for example, Steve Fox putting you in a headlock, or Brian, actually that would suit Brian. Brian putting you in a headlock and letting you go while laughing. That is a physical taunt. I'd love to see that. And finally, environmentals. Now I do not want environmentals such as Injustice, statues being thrown, stuff like that. No. What I'm saying by environmentals is the lights. You know how the light characters use the environmentals in Injustice? That's what I'd like to see for every character. So for example, Brian Fury grabbing Armor King's head and smashing it into a wall and stuff like that. That would be sick. And I think that's it for what I'd like to see in Tekken 7. I think I also missed something. And of course, the last one I missed was actually a funny arcade mode. Of course, they should keep the typical arcade mode, but I'd like to see a funny mode where you're able to change the properties of each stage, such as how much you bounce off the floor, gravity, strength, stuff like that. Just being able to play about in the game. And that's it for what I want to see for Tekken 7. Tekken is just an amazing franchise. This franchise has been around for years. Don't want to see it go. And it's been, if you ask me, highly iterative with each release. All these additions to Tekken 7 would honestly make it a very feature-packed game, full of features and, you know, just welcome ideas. But tell me what you think, especially on tag mode, because I know some of you people hate Tekken Tag. You just want to do one-on-one, which you can do in the game, so I don't know why you hate Tekken Tag so much. Here we go. Tekken 7, that shit-ass trailer, you better impress me again, okay? And that's it, peace out. Yeah.